here in early December. And now, Bijan Robinson, University of Texas running back and Heisman Trophy candidate, All-American candidate. But I said this to you. Last year when you were on the breakout sessions at the podium, I just stood off to the side. No phone recording, nothing. Impressed with kind of who you are and what you represent.
Man, yeah, man. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. It's a blessing to be here. But, yeah, I appreciate you, man. I feel it's good to be a good person, outside the football field than it is to be on, when you're on the football field. So, it's just cool to be a part of this again and to be here with you guys.
Is it difficult to sometimes make sure you stay who you are when you get so much attention?
No, I don't think it is. When you've been raised, the right way. My family and everything raising me, just teaching me a lot of different things about life and when everything's go, at a high, you always just got to be the same person, even when it's a low. Be the same person. So it's just good to have them and have my family and everybody to be a part.
I don't know if the camera caught or not. You and Dylan Gabriel, he was just getting up from the interview.
Yeah.
Is that the first time you two met?
Yeah, that's first time. First time we met. Yeah.
Very cool. What's it like, just the experience? Because I don't think you were here last year, were you?
Yeah, I was here last year.
You were? Okay. My fault.
Yeah, he was on the podium, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, you're good, yeah.
But what's it like, just being back, media days, and kind of that feeling of the season's almost here? Because that's kind of how it feels for us. Just this is kind of the sign, right, that we're almost there.
Man, it's awesome just being here again, seeing all the different teams. And, you when you see all the different teams, you just have that, just want to play them and want to get out there and just play against them. But it's really fun that I have, my teammates here. We've been laughing the whole time, joking around the whole time, just enjoying each other, while we're here at the media day. So, getting to talk to you guys and to give you guys an outlook on what we've been doing in the offseason, it's pretty fun to be a part of.
Coach Sarkisian said towards the end of last year there would be a huge turnover, and there was with incoming freshmen and transfers and whatever else. Has that brought a breath of fresh air, and has it been something that you feel like is a good thing?
Oh, it's a great thing. Obviously, we had the season that we did last year. And Coach Sark just told us, at the end of the season, he was like, man, we're going to change the culture of this team. And that's what he did. He went out, got the recruiting class that he got. We got a lot of great additions to the team in the transfer portal. So, he was very serious on what he was trying to do, and he's a serious guy. And when he says something, he's trying to go out there and do it and go after it. So having him, it's a huge plus. And, he's taught me a lot. He's taught this whole team a lot, with him being, the offensive mind, that he is. I'm learning so much from him every single day. So it's just fun to have him be a part.
Kind of playing into the last couple questions, he was commenting. He had he was cracking a smile up on the stage because he was talking about just seeing his guys, not on their phones, but hanging out and talking and cracking jokes and laughing. Does that play into the culture and kind of that meshing that you guys perhaps were missing at another point in time?
Yeah, absolutely, man. From last year to this year, it's like day and night. This year we just been enjoying each other more, been doing activities with each other. And, yesterday we were just at, one of the great donors here at Texas. We were at his house as a whole team, and we were just all enjoying each other's presence and enjoying each other's time, because I feel like that's most important, for a team when you start building that team chemistry. And then when the team chemistry is at the highest point it can be, that's when you start winning those championships and doing the things that you want to do, in the future.
You hear that word culture, and at times we've heard that about Texas, and you wonder if it's like everybody's on the same page. How do you get off the same page?
I mean, it's very easy to get off the same page. When you play at a place like here, there's a lot of distractions that can follow with you. And, you don't want to, get caught in those distractions anymore. So we've realized that. And there's a point where you just got to get tired of, losing games and not being, at the standard of where you want to be at. So we've realized that. And, we did all the necessary things to become closer as a team and be a player-led squad, because I feel that's what gets you over the hump, when you need it the most.
You've basically been in national headlines since you were like 16, 17 years old.
Yes, sir.
I mean, and you're not that much older now, but what keeps you grounded? What's kind of driven you? What's kept you level-headed and kept you from being like maybe some other guys who don't end up, as well-rounded because of that?
Yeah, so definitely my faith, man. I trust in God, with all my might, and I know that, I play for him and I do everything for him. So as I'm in the spotlight, that's when my faith just grows even more, because, he's blessed me to play this game and he's blessed me to have a lot of different opportunities. But, playing for God has always been, why I've been who I am and why I've been such a level-headed, guy throughout this whole process. And I feel that when I trust in him as much as I do, everything else takes care of itself. So that's mostly the main reason why I am.
Dylan Gabriel had to miss games last year, and then you had to miss some too. What did you learn about missing games? What did you learn about your love of football?
Yeah, I mean, it grown so much more because I got to be a team leader. I got to do some things that I haven't been used to doing before. I got to use my voice, be vocal. Because I know everything happens for a reason, and I needed that to happen because with me, I'm just a guy that just wants to lead by example and is a quiet guy, on the field. But when I got injured, I saw everything in a different perspective, and in a brighter mind of me just wanting to help the team, with my voice and share my knowledge that I have with them, so we can be a great team. So that was a huge learning lesson for me, and I'm glad. I'm not glad that I got injured, obviously, but
right.
I'm just glad that not an experience like that happened because it taught me so much about not just myself but the whole team.
What's been the most popular question you've received at media days?
There's been a lot. Obviously, the 5 and 7 question, that came up in pretty much most interviews. What else? Like what I see the team, from last year to this year, the difference I've seen from last year to this year, that's another one. And then, the quarterback battle, that's another one. And then just all the new additions that we've got on this team. That's been another question.
It's a roundabout way to ask, but what's something that maybe people don't talk about enough or don't ask enough about that you would appreciate as a player or that would be insightful in your mind as a player?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of questions that people ask. Maybe about like what we do as a team, and how we build that chemistry with each other, and how we eliminate distractions. Those are some cool questions that can be asked. But I mean, I know everybody has their set deals that they decide to ask.
There's so much. I mean, the history of Texas, but it's been a long stretch where they have not reached the expectations.
Yes,
and then you hear about if they win a big game, you win a big game, then it's like immediately they're
back.
I'm sure. I don't like it either. I'm sure you don't.
Yep.
Can you feel the thirst for success among everybody, not just the fan base?
Yeah, it's amongst everybody. Now it's like man, like when's enough? And it's been a long time since they've been on that stage of winning games, winning championships, making it to the championship. So now we know that we have the talent on this team, and now we know that we have everything, all the tools that we have, all the tools that we need to be a great team, or be a successful team. So now we just got to go out there and just do it because you can talk as much as you want, but if you're not producing on the field, then it doesn't mean anything. So we understand that our actions and our play are the most important thing that we need to focus on right now.
It'd be dangerous if you guys didn't know what the missing piece was, but you do know. You do have the talent. You talked about the team building maybe is not something that's asked about. But you talked about the pool party and Sark's comments. But what was maybe one of the most important team building things you feel happened this offseason?
We've been doing these Culture Wednesdays where we all come together as a team and we get in groups and we talk amongst each other about just our life, how we're doing in life, so we can get to know each other and know one another, and it can show us that we're playing for one another, not just playing for ourselves. Like we're playing for each other and playing. When we see the worst thing that happened in your life, like then we can register that and be like, man, like I'm playing for what happened to you, like so many different things like that, and then. Every Tuesday and Thursday after we do our practice sessions, we all get in the huddle and we just pray. Either I'll pray or one of the other players will pray, and then we'll leave. But doing that, it shows a focus in this team that's been different.
Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Cedric Benson. Yep. You could go on and on and on. Priest Holmes, man, that's a bunch. I mean, it's almost like Bijan Robinson. It's a big standard, right? A high standard for running backs.
Yes, sir.
You feel that?
Oh, I do. I feel it every day. We come out there to compete every day to be the best that we can be. But it helps, having those guys ahead of you that's done it before. Even Jamal Charles.
Yeah, I was going to mention him. How do I forget Jamal Charles?
A whole bunch of names.
Yeah, there's a lot of great backs that came through here. And you have that expectation and you want to be great just like them or even better than them. So having them here, it's a great deal for me and all the other running backs that are here, today to see guys like that, set the path, for us.
when you committed to Texas and then signed and then arrived on campus, there's no way you could have visioned 3 or 4 years, whatever it is, without walking away with some sort of trophy, right? I'm talking individual but most importantly, a team trophy. That clock's ticking.
Yeah, man. That's why we're putting all the cards on the table this year, because we know what we're capable of. And, I know that there's a plan set for everything and there's experience that happened to you for everything, but I know that we've been, grinding and working hard and focusing on this team and what we need to do to become, the best team that we can be to get the trophies and everything.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to do outside of football?
Oh, man. I like to do a lot of things. I want to be an actor when I'm done with football. So I watch a lot of movies. I do a lot of things, in that aspect. I love to go to the lake out there. The lake is amazing, especially now because it's so hot out here. So the lake has been great, for me. So that's one thing that I've been doing a lot of.
You got the Arizona heat that you came from, right, versus the Texas heat.
Yeah.
Can you describe the difference?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like wearing a jacket here, right? Like a hot jacket.
Well, yes.
Yeah. But
in Arizona, they have the dry heat, so it's like you're just like cooking out there.
Yeah.
And then here a little more humidity, but both heat suck. Like I don't care what anybody says. Like the heat in Arizona is just as bad as the heat here.
That's like an oven heat, and this is like a smoker.
Broiler.
It's like a boiler.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just in a hot pool. Like it just sucks.
You get a lot of attention because of who you are, but also because of the way things have changed in college football. And the picture with you in the pretty nice looking car, by the way.
Man, thank you. I appreciate it.
I figured that would be the most asked question today when I asked you that.
That's one of them. I forgot about that.
Is that such a nice car you almost don't want to drive it?
Yeah, man. That's a flashy car right there. So I'll take it out on like weekends and stuff, and I drive the truck on the weekdays because that's a car that gets a lot of attention when you're driving out on the streets. People are watching you drive it, and they can see it's you in the car. So, and I sometimes that unwanted attention I kind of just blank it out. But it's been a blessing, man. It's been fun to have a deal like that and to kind of share it with everybody, not just myself.
How life-changing do you think that's been for players across the country? So many different guys from so many different backgrounds and towns and what have you, and people may focus on oh, my gosh, they're getting paid, whatever.
Yeah.
But, life-changing for a lot of people, right?
It is. I feel that it's been a long time coming when we get to get paid in college football and get certain deals and everything, because we do work hard out here every single day, and I feel like we deserve some type of anything that we can get when it comes to deals, sponsorships, money for ourselves in our pockets, all of it, because I feel that we and it's good for us to learn the business now and to get acclimated now before we all get to a higher level in the NFL. So
and I saw a stat, and I wish I had it on me now that we're talking about this, but it was something like 96% of college football players don't go on to play in the NFL. I mean, it was something like that, and you think about, okay, so that's 96% of the guys who are playing college football aren't going to get paid for playing football.
That's crazy.
Until now, basically. And some of them still won't, but you get the picture.
Yeah. Hey, good luck, man. Appreciate you
thank you. I
so
appreciate
much.
you guys.
Good luck. Bijan Robinson, University of Texas running back. Ryan, thank you very much for bringing him over here as well. We'll come back. Iowa State football coach Matt Campbell, Max Olson, the athletic